Coach, you can start with an opening statement, please.
Yeah, thanks to Nebraska for letting us go first here so we can get out of here. That was not a lot of fun. I thought they played well. Obviously, their defense disrupted us more than I anticipated. I mean, we had 16 turnovers total through the first two games and 25 tonight. So we have to be a better passing team. I thought we weren't as unselfish as we needed to be from a screening standpoint, and we're going to have to be a better passing team than we were. I felt like we really showed some inexperience there. And then I thought we lost our composure. I was really disappointed in our emotional discipline. I thought I just thought we were an immature team tonight, and so that's on me too. It's not just on the players, but we can't. You can't play at this level against that good a team and be as emotionally unraveled as we seem to be. And the other part is I thought we were tight. I mean, we missed some really easy looks in that second quarter that would have maybe kept the game in a little more tenable position. But, the story of the game was their defense.
Questions for student athlete Elizabeth Gentry. She had her first double-digit scoring performance, also finished with a career-high 9 rebounds in her first three-pointer.
What question?
Any questions for Liz?
I know that's not how you wanted to have a career night, but what did it feel like for you to achieve those goals?
Yeah, obviously the team comes first, and Nebraska is a really good team, and obviously it was fun to play against them and compete at that level, but I just don't think we played Creighton basketball tonight, so that doesn't feel great, you know what I mean, when we don't play to our level, but it did feel good to see the ball go in for once.
Do you agree with just Jim's assessment that it kind of emotionally got away from you guys, and how do you kind of build off maybe not having that happen moving forward?
Yeah, like Flynn said, we are a really young team, and this is a big game. We have a lot of in-state girls, too, and so it's a big game, obviously, playing against Nebraska. So I think the nerves definitely got to us, and we just weren't really able to loosen up. But at the same time, we need to be better, and the good thing is, and the positive from this, it's early in the season. We have a lot to work on, and we'll get better, we'll show up, and we'll be ready for next game.
Anything further for Liz?
Liz, what did you see from Ava? It seemed like she kept kind of battling there in the second half and got something going there late.
She did, yeah. Ava's great. She's a competitor at practice. She's a competitor every day, and I love how she finished that game and she didn't give up. And I think that needs to be the standard for everyone. Obviously, like I mentioned, we're a young team, and there's games like that where you just have to keep fighting, and that'll help us later in the year. So, yeah, definitely proud of her.
Thanks, Liz.
Thanks. Okay.
Thanks, Liz.
Yeah.
Open the floor to questions for Flan.
How much of that was Nebraska? How much of that was you guys just not being present the way that you wanted tonight?
Yeah, it's hard. It's a hard question, Sam, because it's like I don't want to discredit them, but I said at halftime, I can't believe we're only down 20. That was the worst offensive half I've ever seen us. And they're good defensively, but I don't know. We obviously have a different team, but I don't think they're UConn defense, what we saw. And, to have 4 field goals and I don't know how many, would we have 12 turnovers? I know we finished with 25, but I just thought we were, when we did, Keani missed a layup, Grace missed a layup, point blank layups, missed free throws. So I just thought we were tight on top of that. But, I wasn't expecting us to be that bad defensively. I knew that pressure would be disruptive, and I was worried that it was different than what we had seen the first 2 games for sure, but I was probably more worried about guarding him than I thought we could score, more than 14 and a half, but I don't know. Maybe we didn't have a good game plan. I don't know. Offensively, I'll take some of the blame for that for sure. I felt like we played away from their pressure, and maybe we should have kept the ball in Keani's hands a little bit more early to stabilize us, because I felt like our decision making isn't where it needs to be. We just, again, we're playing a lot of young kids, but just the the second quarter turnovers I thought were in first quarter, but just again, a lot of it has to do with them, but we're not as good a passing team as Flan would like, I can tell you that. Because we've got some kids that can get downhill, but like I don't love playing that way where we're going to fall in love with the dribble. We're obviously not going to be a great post-up team, although I think Grace and Liz can score in there, but we have to be a more connected team, a team that moves the ball better and screens better, reads screens better, and delivers passes, and we weren't there tonight. And even though against South Dakota State we only had 8 turnovers, I felt like we didn't get the quality of shots because we're just not there as a screening passing team yet.
Coach, obviously you never want to lose, but how can your team take this loss and go on it to make sure it doesn't happen again?
Yeah, well, I just said if you're not reflective, and if this doesn't make you want to get better, and we're off tomorrow, but if this doesn't make you want to get better in practice Friday, then you're not a competitor. So I think that's the beauty of getting your teeth kicked in is you can't make excuses that it was a few possessions or we got a lot where we're going to need to get better in, and just like I said, I thought, and then I thought we just lost ourselves emotionally. We made some really bad plays because we were frustrated. I mean, you could tell that. I mean, I felt like there were several of them. And foul, I don't know what they ended up in terms of free throws, but we had so many just bad fouls where we didn't need to.
Anything further for Coach Flannery?
All right, thank you guys.